This is so exciting. I get to pick a team for reals, kinda. They kind of have you with wherever your starting location is. It's like, yeah, they'll help you out with the beginning parts of the story, and they're really nice and do some cool stuff. But once you're out of there, they're like, you can do whatever you want. Mayone was like, you know, we're really cool, but you are free to be your own person. I suspect that's the same no matter what your starting location is. Okay, to the stateroom. I feel like I've met this person, but I have no remembrance of who they are. Oh, crowded room.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
All the ship metaphors going on in here. Alright, James. It's your team's turn. I remember you now.
Sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride.
It's a pretty cool standard. I like the boat and its nice arc. It's good. My heart could swell with pride.
700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Bold statements. But hey, it's part of you selling yourself.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say.
Hey, it's Alpha now, and the other one who doesn't say anything ever.
Signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
Thanks, Alpha now. Couldn't Merlwyb have said that as well? Oh right, no, he explained the standard last time too.
We assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartino.
Thinking Merlwyb might have had some trouble calling the Knights of Barracuda after their last encounters.
That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa.
Yeah, for the Barracudas!
I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom.
Hey, if I die within the arms of whatever the pirate clan is called, I don't remember now. At least I would be free.
Small wonder, beneath the surface one would struggle to tell them apart.
Rude. Those Alpha Now guys are rude. Very critical.
5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep.
Ew.
When
But
I
okay.
stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again?
If I wasn't certain, would be pretty sure she's actually talking about console arcade video games here. between the Galadion and the mizzenmast, because those sound like stand-up arcade boxes. Like you would see that sprawled across the top flags of arcade cabinets. We're gonna go play mizzenmast. Oh, Galadion! I love that game.
Galadion's
Shall we
the
not?
best.
Shall we not do it again?
Ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano.
So wait, does your city have a mizzenmast? Is that like a mast for cities? Where it's just like a really high place that you stand?
Well, the mizzenmast is a kind of a literal thing. The city of Limsa Lominsa is built out of the bones of an ancient colony of ships that went ashore.
Feels like big giant ships.
Yeah, I mean, very literally, it's built on the frames of ships that went aground.
Oh, so it literally is just a mast, probably,
Yeah.
sticking up. And Merlwyb's like, this is my spot, I hang out up here.
I mean,
read a
now
book."
it's kind of symbolic as well. That's where basically the office of the admiral is at the top of the mizzenmast.
Ah, oh, that's probably where I'm at right now then.
That's where you're at right now, yeah.
The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
These fishmark
The
bastards.
Sahagin have risen?
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And
Now she's got some plans.
the grim tide of the Guardian Empire.
Merlwyb's not just like blowing smoke here. She's like, alright, this is what's gonna happen, guys. They're coming in. They are like pushing to invade. And so we're gonna have to defend against them. Meanwhile, what's his butt? He was like, alright, I get it, guys. All these people are coming into our town and, you know, taking our stuff because we're the cool Ul'dah. But we do have to get along with them too, so
Yeah.
stop being jerks to each other. Be nice to your neighbor. Meanwhile, Merlwyb's like, alright, we got a threat right now. And, yeah, we gotta take care of that.
Fly their flags within our walls. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes.
So get your act together, guys. Don't fight each other, because there's people literally next door who we need to
How
fight.
can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck?
The ship metaphors are coming very big handy here. Talking about mutiny within a city. I like that.
There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both. And see this ship safe to port.
And that bearing is we leave. Everyone go. We're sailing away.
We must
Bye.
mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest.
Well, okay. Maybe there's two ways we could go. Yours is probably better.
Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men.
Thank you. Finally, someone with some sense. A crew without unity is no crew at all. How could we even start designing games if we don't have unity as the base? That would be ridiculous. Thanks, Merlwyb.
To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom.
Woo! Go Team Stanford! Y'all are, you know, going underneath a crimson standard.
And with the guidance of the navigator,
Roll Tide.
Exactly.
sea swallows all.
Oh dear, the sea's gonna swallow all.
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass? I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral.
I hear we have some pirates in our midst. And a couple dwarves.
Fancy meeting you again.
Alright, Alphanaud, give me the lowdown. What just happened? No, he's just gonna note that we've met. Okay, yes, the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan, and the kobolds who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Lominsians' backyard. Not the Limsans. Lominsans. And that is to say, not of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions. And while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet to their blades and watch. Dang those Garleans. Well, it sounds like these guys have a much bigger, like, much more certain threat happening right friggin' now compared to the Ul'dah people. Alright, yeah, Limsa, yeah, they're pushing hard and I like what they're talking about. They sound like they need a lot of help. I don't know what's going on down here, but this exciting link shell chat. They must be talking about a boss. And now we can finally return home. And this time, since this is the important one and we all know it, I am going to turn up the voice. Oh, no, apply it. There we go. Okay, and let's return home to New Gridania. And we're going to the Mikedo's Amphitheater. We haven't been there in a while. Oh, I see. I remember who they're talking about. That boss. That's the birdy, feathery boss.
Yes, Garuda.
Yes, I knew there was a G in there. Garuda. Well, let's teleport to the amphitheater. And Garuda is a very cool-looking boss.
She is really cool and difficult.
very deadly. Is she only endgame, or does she have a version like Ifrit?
She also has a version that you face in the story, although she is also very difficult at that point.
Ah,
not quite as insanely overwhelming as the hard mode at endgame, but yeah, still no pushover.